Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Hellbound Season 2, Episode 3. If you want to see my reactions and my thoughts to the episodes 1 and 2 of Hellbound, of this Season 2 of Hellbound, you can check the eye. I'm gonna put some links into the eye. I'm gonna put also the link for the playlist that I made for Hellbound, because in fact I watched and reacted also to the Season 1 when it was out, so if you want to watch all of the Season 1 and all of the Season 2 with me on YouTube, you have this playlist and you have all of my videos into the chronological order on that playlist. And if you want longer reaction part, you have my Patreon. For this Season 2 of Hellbound, I'm gonna publish, my reaction videos like that, meaning 3 episodes each week, with 2 weeks of publications, 3 episodes each week. Each time on Patreon, you're gonna have 1 day of advance on the videos. You're gonna have everything in full opacity on my Patreon, and you're gonna have 2 options on Patreon: the longer reaction part with the level 2, and the full reaction part, everything with the level 3. If you are interested to have these advantages, you have my Patreon for that. If you want to support me, also if you want to support this girl, to encourage me to continue my channel, to be sure that I will be there for Season 3, for example, you have my Patreon for that. You have the link into the description. The 2 first episodes of this Season 2 that I watched yesterday were really cool. It was really to introduce the issues that we were going to deal with during this season, but also the new context after a new time jump that we had. Like the situation right now with New Truth, that cult, which is not that powerful anymore because of the baby scene, which happened at the end of the previous season. The fact that that baby was not taken by the creatures. Because of that, people began to not trust them anymore and to maybe follow more the Arrowhead group. The Arrowhead group created a total mess, inside of this society. Because of that, the government was like, it's not okay. Clearly people are trusting more religious people than us, but we still need an organized society. New Truth, at least, they're offering that, something organized. Okay, there are frauds, but at least they're more organized. So we're gonna make an alliance with New Truth. That's what we saw during the episode 1. For that, they want to use the girl who came back from the dead. The girl who was revived, but we don't know really why she came back. Why also the chairman came back. I'm really wondering about why them. Are they all gonna come back at some point? Or just them, but why them on that case? And also, what do they remember about what happened to them during that moment, during that experience? What is happening truly with that? So yes, they want to use her to create that new doctrine, but for that they need for only her to come back from the dead. So they want to eliminate all of the ones who can in fact come back also. Random people, it's gonna be easy, but if the chairman would come back, it would be really bad for them, because for sure they would all follow him and not New Truth or more New Will, that new curse that they want to create. We know that the chairman is back. We know that it can be an issue for them. We know also that our guys, the Sodo group with Min, with the detective, they prepared his return, they saw him coming back, so now they're gonna use him. This Season 2 is a lot about people using the ones who were touched by the creatures but who are still alive right now. The girl who came back is gonna be used by New Truth. The chairman who came back is gonna be used by our group. The baby who survived is now in fact a little girl and she is used by Sodo's group. They are making experiences on her, they are trying to understand why she was saved. But you know that, for me, she has nothing special and it's not really about her, the fact that she survived, it's really about the sacrifice of her parents. The fact is that we saw the Arrowhead's group trying to replicate that with a bunch of people sacrificing themselves to save a sinner, and it didn't function. So for me it's about a sacrifice, but not sacrifice by faith, it's a sacrifice by love. Maybe that baby was saved by her parents because they loved her, you know, it was a sacrifice made out of love. That's what I believe. And also the fact that they had that little moment, that little story with the girl saying something about a superhero with love energy and all, like, it made me think that maybe we're gonna do something like that. Clearly Min, she loves that girl. She wants to protect her. Can she truly do it? There is something, you know, like, during the moments when we had Min visiting the girl and also before that watching the girl on the cameras, I felt guilt, you know, like she was feeling guilty about the fact that the girl is right there in jail. We don't know truly what happened during all of this time, you know, that baby, you know, how it happened for them, the experiences which were really made on them and all. Like, maybe we're gonna discover stuff that happened, stuff that they did to that baby, to that little girl, which would explain, like, that feeling that I had about me feeling guilty. I had the impression that it was more than just feeling guilty about the conditions of life of that little girl right now. I had the impression that we had something else going on, so for me it's about something that they did to the baby, to that little girl that we didn't see. And clearly, with the fact that the end of the previous episode, the episode 2, was in fact what we saw at the beginning of the episode 1, meaning that the writers lied to us, the viewers, about the chronology of time during these 2 episodes, I have the impression that for this season 2, the writers are gonna play with reveals like that, things that we thought, but in fact the writers showed us these things in a different way than truly what happened. They're gonna play with time, they're gonna play with things that we didn't see and in fact something else happened. I think that this season 2, writers are gonna play with that. During the last episode we had one moment, the car scene. For me, it was an amazing scene for how it was filmed, for how it was edited, for really how it was fabricated. That scene was so worth it. Like, really, I could suggest to people to watch this season 2 of Hellbound if they saw the season 1 and maybe they are hesitating to watch the season 2 or not. I could tell them, watch it only for that scene, you know, it's already worth it. Just that scene, how it was done, how it was fabricated, really. It was so cool, such a cool scene. And such a good return also for that character, for Min. She's such a badass. So cool. We spent time also with the detective, with the fact that his daughter is really close to die right now because we had that little time jump of 3 months, so normally she's gonna die during this episode or during the next one. She still thinks that the chairman is alive, that she did right, you know, by helping him. Her father is lying to her about it. I'm afraid of all of these lies. I know that it's to reassure her and to give her peace before her death, but I'm afraid of that girl doing something wrong before dying just because of these lies. We'll see. And I'm gonna see that right now. Let's go for this episode. Like I said earlier, on my Patreon, you have a longer reaction part with the level 2 and the full reaction part with the level 3. Everything in full opacity if you want and if you can be interested. Let's go for this episode.
형님, 괜찮으세요?
Okay, you can talk, you know who you are. You know, the other girl who came back, apparently she couldn't talk. Whoa! Okay, you're gonna be haunted now. Maybe you need to avoid mirrors. That's what I said. That's hell. In fact, to come back to life and to have that never-ending despair, to feel threatened for life. Maybe that's hell. Or maybe to come back like that, it's a purgatory, you know, if you're following religious aspects. I love her character, she's fun, I think. Not as a person, but how the character is written. You need to find them. Maybe she should say that, you know, on television. That she wants her kids and that mean stole them. You know, to help their side, I would advise them that. Ah, maybe you have the same idea than me. The more you're gonna show yourself, the more the children have a chance to know that she's still alive, so... Ah, you want the contrary! Yes, you're not the only one who came back. And you, I'm not sure. Who are you talking to? Oh no! Oh no! You know now that he monitored your return. Take a mirror, show himself, show him his own image. Okay, you had him. I wanted that. Even if I'm not sure of you, I prefer that than the chairman away and free. Ah! So you know.
그럼 이제 정재수는 어떻게 할 거예요?
이미 합의한
요즘.
부활 방안 대로 내부 접촉을 차단하고 시연 이후에 어떤 일을 진짜 지옥이란 게 있는지
조사 기간은요?
Like new truth who wants to use Park.
기한 없는 구금을 하시겠다. 그 말씀이시네요?
변호사님, 리걸 마인드는 법이 작동할 때나 의미가 있죠.
전에 제안 드렸던 박정자 씨 구출건에 대한 논의를 진행하고 싶습니다.
지금 새 의도 발표를 앞두고 새 진리의 보완은 청와대 수준이에요. 이 영역은 절대.
But can't you see that
그 발표가
it's a priority to save it?
금리는 제도적으로 완전히 안착될 겁니다.
아?
하작 쪽이 정확하는 것보다는 그게 나을 수도 있죠. 지들끼리 세력 싸움한다는데 우리가 굳이 판을 뗄 필요가 있을까요?
Oh really?
우리가 한 번도 본 적 없는 애들 때문에 조직을 위험에 빠뜨리시겠다. 응?
For saving people?
박정자가 있는 거 어디 있습니까?
Oh, she was right to not tell you. And she's afraid of spies, I think, also inside of this group. She's right.
이제 당신은 우리 멤버들한테 넘기고 나면 이렇게 얘기할 수 있는 기회도 없을 것 같아서 당신 이건 안 막아놨어. 나한테 복수가 하고 싶은 건가?
It's already done, no? See yourself?
죽여야 되나? 이미 한번 죽었다 살아난 사람한테 죽음이 의미가 있을 것 같지도 않고 그냥 알려주고 싶었어. 네가 무슨 짓을 했는지. 네 형이 네가 좀 시원할 생각 때문에 내 아내가 파괴했다.
서울 도시만 폭발 협상력에서 외세 물체가 출연했다는 소식입니다. 현재
네, 정말.
커뮤니티를 통해 이 영상들이 급속도로 확산되고 있습니다.
Mel, you're singing.
좋아. 왜?
자기 왔어? 다음.
못 봤지.
인터넷의 실시간 검색어는 세진대표와 세진대표의 의장인 정진수 씨 이름이 상위권을 차지하고 있는 상황입니다.
Oh, okay. Like, really, she was desperate and she chose to follow you.
앉아 뭐해? 내 출근해야지.
좀만 더 있다가.
Our reaction. It's not sadness, it's a mix of admiration and fear. Yes, admiration, I can see admiration.
지원아 이거 위험하게. 뭐야? 다치겠다. 아이고.
세준의 이대 의장이 선출됐나 봐.
그래? 요즘 기사 났어?
정식 발표는 3일 뒤에는 날 거래.
나 지원아 우리 드라이브 갈까?
정진 세장 어디로 간 거지?
가자.
She was already desperate and in depression, so losing him.
지원아, 나 저번에 말했던 그 건축주 근간 있잖아. 야, 지가 다 컴파운드 해놓고.
She's gonna kill herself, no?
그런 사람이 시험 안 하는 거지.
I think that she's dead, and if she's not, when she's gonna know that the chairman is alive.
저는 남일처럼 말하는 거 그게 불경이라고.
지원아 미안해.
아니 나한테 나갈 일이 아니라고. 제발. 제발.
알았어, 미안해 지원아.
Stop hurting yourself.
지원아.